Greg, God damn, wait, Greg Doucette, your biggest mosquito is here. But first, before I get on your motherfucking simple ass, okay? Mind you guys, this upcoming live stream this weekend, as of right now, card is subject to change. It will be the roast of vegan games. Yes, Savar, Matner, and Veganism Exposed. And no, Veganism Exposed won't be doing it with me live. I'm using clips out of his fucking channel because he told me to put this shit together. Because I promised him when he get to 1,000 subs that I would react to some shit. So I am downloading a lot of clips and I'm picking the best of the best. And we're going to go through and I'm going to roast vegan games. Because I told that Canuck that every chance I got, I would roast his fucking ass for talking about my kids, number one. All right? For talking about my kids. Calling them gross. You're damn right. They're grossly admired by their fathers. You simple fuck. All right? All right? That's right. That's my family back there. My wife, she was pregnant with them 2 kids of mine up there. She was pregnant with my daughter in that picture. So, you're damn right, vegan games. My kids are gross. Grossly admired and adored and loved by me, motherfucker, and their mother. Something that your simple-minded ass wouldn't know anything about because you had a vasectomy, which I'm glad you did because I had one too. But I'm glad you did. I'm glad you have a vasectomy because you don't deserve to have any kids. The way you take care of your apartment and yourself alone tells me that you're not mentally capable of dealing with the most precious gift of all in life. And that's watching the seeds that you produce, all right, by impregnating a woman's egg. Something that you two created to raise it. So your legacy and generation can live on forever. You wouldn't know anything about that. But you're real quick to down talk other people's kids. But that's okay. We know how you is, you pedophile fuck. You just tune in to that live stream I got playing for your punk ass. This live stream right here is coming. Stay tuned, motherfucker. With that being said, my 5-0 guys, I got a video dropping shortly after this one. My long tubes are here. I'll be putting them in, finger crossed, this weekend. More power is also taken care of. 5-0 be at 100% health. Can't wait to share that with you guys. Now, Greg Doucette, you son of a bitch, your biggest mosquito is here. And I left you some comments on your last 2 videos. Let's talk about Mike O'Hearn first. See, we all know that you can't stand Mike O'Hearn. I left this comment advising you that it is cringe as fuck to try to call somebody else out whose house is made of glass just like yours. You shouldn't cast rocks at it, something like that. I can read word for word. But that's what I said. You shouldn't throw rocks at glass houses when your whole house is made off of a glass foundation. Okay? We all know Mike O'Hearn at this point. It's just Mike O'Hearn. We know this. Okay? But the problem is, you're trying to bring Mike O'Hearn down because you can't stand the fact that even though you are well on your way to 2 million subs, your views are tanking. People are subbing but are not watching. Whereas Mike O'Hearn, actually, he's slowly gaining subs again and his views has been going up. A lot of that got to do with AEW stars popping up on his shit. But Mike O'Hearn's way of training and his exercises and his feats of strength is what get people to watch. Everybody know that Mike lost credibility with the duck egg shit years ago. You lost your credibility with the testosterone shit last year. Okay? Mike O'Hearn, however, doesn't push his subs like you do. Mike gives fitness advice. It's not tailor-made for advanced lifters like yourself. Mike's advice is for newbies coming in And his advice isn't that bad. He don't want you to burn yourself out and not like what you're doing. You have to adapt and overcome and ease. Any type of physical activity is better than no physical activity. That's the message Mike's trying to preach. Nobody really gives a fuck if he's natty or not, but dumb fucks like you. Then you're mad because the man won't show his blood work because you had the stones to come show your blood work. Who gives a fuck? Who gives? Fitness, look here. Fitness shouldn't be about showing your blood work to prove that you're natural or not natty. That fitness is overall general fucking health. Okay? Bodybuilders are not healthy. I don't give a fuck who they is. They are not healthy. Why? The more muscle mass you have in your body, the harder the heart has to work. Just like with fat. Even though muscle's more metabolically active, guess what? The heart still has to work hard to pump enough blood to circulate through all those limbs and extremities, motherfucker. Oh, and by the way, glycogen stores and muscles, they store more sugar stores. That can inadvertently lead you to have a high risk of developing diabetes down the line, just like a fat fuck. So bodybuilders think that they're healthy. Even natural bodybuilders not healthy. Because guess what? You have to cut your calories, starve your fucking self, fuck your hormones up, doing that shit. So bodybuilding in general is not healthy at all. I admire what you guys put your bodies through, natural or unnatural, but it's not healthy. It's not. The amount of shit you have to do to your body, natural, cut, get lean as possible, starve your fucking self. Professionals that want to be the IFBB Pro League and do the Olympia shit, steroids. There's nothing healthy about it. So at least Mike isn't promoting steroids like you do on your channel. And you promote them by talking about the brands and what each steroid does. Then you try to write out and be like, oh, don't take steroids. Stay as natural as you can. But yet you talk about it. You talk about it. You guys are writing that shit down. Oh, this is what Greg said he took, so I'm going to try this stack as well. Because you talk about it. You're very knowledgeable in that because that's what you do. Mike is very knowledgeable at drawing new eyes his way and giving advice. Now, I agree. You should do cardio. Train your heart. But don't do cardio every fucking goddamn day. Just basic activity is enough to get some cardiovascular, training. If you want to put it that way. To get some type of cardiovascular benefits. However, directly training your heart 6 days a week is stupid. Your heart's like any other muscle. It needs time to rest. Otherwise, that's the one muscle that can afford to take 30 seconds off. If you catch my fucking drift. All right. So doing too much cardio can negatively impact your fucking heart health. Okay. You need to find a balance. I try to preach 3 days of cardio, no more, no less. Even though the American Heart Association claims 300 low impact cardio to 150 minutes of high intensity cardio. High intensity is doing aerobic exercise, training your heart. A light jog to a moderate fast walk to a high out fucking run. Or a bike ride, or whatever you want to do. That's moderate to high intensity cardio right there. Do it 3 times a week. If not, just moving for an hour a day. It's cardio. You're moving. Your heart's going to beat faster as you move to make blood get to your limbs. You're breathing in more oxygen, so the heart has to match that. Has to give more blood. Your lungs require more oxygen when you move. Oxygen travel through blood, so the heart is going to beat. However, you will adapt over time, so it becomes easier. Just doing basic yard work or housework will become easier over time. That's cardiovascular endurance. That's adapting to the cardiovascular stimulus you're putting on yourself. So all this, I ride bike 6 days a week, that's stupid. That's overtraining. Actually, that's fucking stupid. All right? So you're just as dumb as Michael Hearn in some areas. Michael Hearn, I admire the man work ethic. But like I say, the way he explains things isn't on par with someone that actually understands. No, you shouldn't skip out on sleep. I think Mike was being sarcastic. Your body recovers when you sleep. But you sit there and picked apart Mike's video, and then what makes you the slimiest motherfucker of them all. And you do this with every big YouTuber. It doesn't. Anyone that's famous and have a name for themselves, you will talk about their videos and then push your fucking piece of shit, phony, fake ass subs on them. The only subs that I would even remotely consider buying from you would be protein. And I don't even know if you underdose your protein. You push your cookbook. That's a yo-yo diet waiting to happen. You push your cookbook with artificial sweeteners. I don't see if you know, but the World Health Organization is talking about how sweeteners, artificial sweeteners, right, doesn't have any more effect than just cutting down regular sugar. And some of the artificial sweeteners that have with ethanol in it, ethanol, start with an E. Don't get me to pronouncing big fancy ass words. But that they lead to blood clotting in high dosage. So taking too much of that, right, especially in high doses, can actually lead to blood clotting, early death, and heart problems down the fucking line. So that's mainly what your cookbook is. A lot of artificial sweeteners, because it's 0 calories and artificial sweeteners, and protein powders. And foods that's high in volume, low in calories. Like a lot of greens and shit. Who needs a cookbook for that? And then when the average person try to go on a diet and they don't adhere to the restrictions that your cookbook may cause, guess what they do? They binge because they ain't learned the discipline the hard way. Ain't nobody to spend no $99 on some shit when I can watch every goddamn thing I need to watch on the Food Network. Martha Stewart, bitch. And Martha Stewart, real quick before I transition to fucking Liver King. Martha, it's gonna be a separate video. Martha Stewart, hey, what are you, like 81 or something? That fucking People magazine shot, whatever the fuck you were just in? Oh, I see why you and Snoop hang out. Hey, Snoop. Snoop. I see why you fuck with Martha. That motherfucker, she. Now, motherfucker, look here. I was looking at Martha. I said, God damn, vintage, old, I don't even look at old women. That's somebody's grandma. But she was all on the magazine cover tees. Oh, Lord. I mean, she wasn't new, but she's not that bad at 80, 81. She took good care of herself. She went to the pen for a year for what was it, tax evasion or whatever. Went to the pen for a year, held herself down in the pen, and now she's taking all these magazine shots and shit. Young guys like me in their 30s like, Now, I don't know if them real teeth in them out. They may be, fake teeth, but, dentures and all, but, Martha? Martha. That's one of them strong white women named Martha. Yeah, who white would name Martha? No, it wasn't Joe White. What was Joe White? It might be Joe White. Yeah, Martha. Bad motherfucker there. But anyway, I'll make that video probably next week. That's Martha Stewart. But look here. I can watch Martha Stewart cook some good shit, motherfucker. What the fuck are you talking about? Get the fuck out of here. Then Liver King. You still mad about the Liver King. And I know this, Greg. Ever since you were exposed by the testosterone shit, all right, you been on this tirade. You been on a tirade. And at this point, it is cringe as fuck. It is cringe. I used to love your old content when you was talking about steroids. And I'm going to tell you why. Because that's who you really is. You were being yourself. And yes, you were calling out the fake natties. But back then, you did it in a way that wasn't so cringeworthy. You gave your own expert opinion. Nobody cared about your master's degree in kinesiology. Kinesiology means shit. That don't mean nothing. It's a spacey movie. That don't mean shit. It's just understanding space. The body. That don't make you better than me. That don't mean nothing. You promote that around like that's a big ass fucking achievement. Kinesiology, okay. Just having that don't change the fact you're a fucking asshole. Just a snitch con man. That's what you is. You're trying to sweep more dates under the bus, trying to snitch on him. Yeah, you doing all your videos. Andrew Huberman, Eminem, the moment he came out and people found out how stupid he was, now you trying to act like, calling him out and saving face. You are a leech. You are a leech. Liver King, and I said this last year when all the shit came out there. If anybody thought that man was natural, that's on them. Who gives a fuck? You tried to get him canceled, and it failed. Now you try to call him a con man today? Of all people, you call Liver King a con man. Have you looked in the fucking mirror lately? Then you worry about the man's money. He's a multi-millionaire. You a millionaire, Greg, so why do you care about how much money that man has in his pocket and how much his watch costs? You flaunt your wealth too. You see all them fucking products behind your fucking head you be trying to push in your cookbook and your Lamborghini SUV you drive in, motherfucker? But else nobody hating on what the fuck you got, but you hating on what the fuck Liver King got. His house, how he conducts and does things. I ain't never knew about another man. I ain't never understood why men get so mad about what other men have in their fucking pockets. I never understood that. People come here all the time and call me broke. They think I do YouTube for money. Don't know shit about me. I don't worry about what nobody makes in this motherfucking platform. If you making bukus of money, do you. Platform ever stop paying your ass though and you ain't got nothing to fall back on, then what? That's all the fuck I gotta say about that. You should do YouTube as a fucking hobby. As a side hustle. Well, that's like I said, you pretty power rich. Or in your case, Greg, you're set from YouTube. But at the end of the day, it's very, even in your comment section, there are people saying that they miss the old Greg. They don't like this. This is stupid. I do videos about fitness, nobody watch. But when I do drama, people watch. They're actually starting to not watch that neither. Matter of fact, yo, dislikes. I seen a comment on the Liver King video about the dislikes being high. Now, I don't have a little browser app on my thing to show the dislikes, but I'm pretty sure they was lopsided. A lot of your videos, it doesn't matter about the dislikes because it pushes the algorithm, but a lot of people aren't liking the content. Then you have the audacity to ask people to sub to your channel. Only 50% of your watchers are subbing. Yes, they're tired. It's the same shit. You say the same shit every day. Every day. Every video the same. It might be a different person, but every video, the layout is the same. You say you try to push your subs, Eminem, GO2 Max. It's the same shit. People are tired of hearing that shit. It's like you're trying to force me to buy your shit. And when you try to force people to buy your shit, people are turning your ass off. Just ask Apple M. You don't need subs. I'm going to say it time and time again. You don't need subs to get in shape. It's just get your ass up and move. Subs can aid to some extent, but you shouldn't be addicted to it. If you had to take a supplement every day, just get your ass up and go work out, there's something wrong with you. You should want to get up and stay and have health and stay pretty fucking physically fit. You should want that in life. I want my dick to rise up well into my 70s. I want my dick to be limp before I turn 40. I rise to the occasion, go move my ass. That's one of my motivations right there. Want to have testosterone so I can use this motherfucker. Okay? So I can use this motherfucker. I don't want to lose my dick right now. A man without a dick, balls, he can't fuck. He's done for. He's done for. I love using my tool. So that's what keeps me going. That and my family on that wall back there. There should be something in your life that would want you to get your ass up and get in shape. It shouldn't be no supplements. You shouldn't just take none of that at all. You should want to do it for your overall health. Speaking of which, before I end this video, Foodie Beauty, I'll watch a lot more of your content. A redaction to the first video will be coming real soon, sweetie. I apologize, but you are as bad, if not even worse than Amberlyn fucking Reed. And you already have a lot of issues with your health. Fatty liver disease, type 2 diabetes. You got a lot of shit going on, motherfucker, and you still want to make mukbangs and shit. Redaction to that video is coming soon. All right? But anyway, that's all I got to say about this. I left you a comment too on the Liver King video, man. Greg Doucette, hating harder than the last time. When you try to act angry, it's very cringe. It's cringe. I'm sorry. It is cringe as fuck, Greg. When you was actually training, doing collabs with some of your friends, y'all in the gym training, talking about just steroids in general and what the effect it can do to your body. That's interesting topics. That's why the majority of your people start watching you. You stole the Natty or Knots from Kenny KO. His punk ass. That's where Kenny KO. is where you went and took that shit from. Now, all of a sudden, that's your niche. Matter of fact, Phillion was doing it too. Now you start doing it. And that's your niche. But unlike Phillion, and when Kenny does it, okay, you're not getting the amount of views than when Kenny or Phillion does it. And they done start talking about other shit. You just done ran that down the dirt. Now you do nay and nots all the time. Now nobody gives a fuck about that. People want to watch you to see your advice on steroids and other shit. Now, when there's some juicy drama going around, yeah, they're gonna watch. Liver King, Michael Hearn, they're gonna watch that. They're gonna watch it. That's usually the younger crowd. But your diehard subs that first done sub to you, they done hit the door, man. They done hit the door. They tune in every now and then. You get surges in views based on new subs that are young. They might have a problem with Mike O'Hearn, so they sub to you because they see you talk about Mike O'Hearn or Jeff Cavalier or Jeff Nippert, one of the big fitness influencers. But over time, them views are going to start to wax and wane because people get tired of fucking with Jeff Cavalier. You ain't going to never be on Jeff's level. I'm sorry. Or Jeff Nippert. There's nothing that you tried to bring down Jeff Cavalier a couple years ago. And that fell miserably in your fucking face. Miserably. But anyway, that's all I got, Greg, from your biggest mosquito, man. You need to stop this fucking shit. You need to stop. Just stop. Just. You should focus more on your fucking health. Take a vacation, stay off of YouTube for a while. And then, you know, people start to wonder where the fuck you at. And then when you come back, you might get a surge in views again. But you're just beating dead horses at this motherfucking point. You're beating dead horses, man. And it's not a good look. It really isn't. You're desperate for views. You're just beating a dead horse. So, it is what it is. You guys have a good one, and I'm out. Peace.